Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video of TestNG, we have seen how to create a project in TestNG and how to create a suite through which we can run all our tests in the TestNG. Okay, so in this video, we will see some more tags which are related to TestNG and which help us while we are doing the testing. So there's a website of TestNG. If you see that, okay, just let me go to that website. Yeah, testng.org. So testng.org is the official website for TestNG. You can see there are many details given of that, and I will walk you through all those things which are important while testing in a TestNG framework. All right. So if you click on this annotation tag, you will see in TestNG there are many annotations given. So till the time the annotation which we have used in TestNG is this one, @test. Okay. So now we will try to use some other annotation also. And if you see in these test cases, there are some test cases which are already created. Just let me walk you through it, what these test cases doing, and then we will try to use different annotation. So in this @test, you will see the first line is it is just printing that inside method z. So it is printing the method name. And after that, we are setting the system properties and then we are initializing the driver instance and then we are maximizing the window, okay, through driver.manage.window. And after that we are trying to open a website google.com, and let me remove this line, it's not needed. Okay, and after that we are closing the driver. All right, so very small program which is just opening a google.com and closing it. So this is first test case. All right, if you want to know how do we do that and if you want to know details of that, you can refer my previous videos in which I have told about these in detail. All right, so right now we are just opening a google.com and closing it. And if you see my second test case in TestNG, this is doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so it is just opening a website google.com again and closing it. And if you see the third test case, which is in a new file, that is a new class file, that's also doing the same thing. So I've just created these dummy test cases so that we can know how the test engine is working. Okay, so let me run these four methods which are in two different test cases. And I already have a suite which I have created in the testng.xml that will help us to run that. Let me just remove this s, it is giving me a compile time error. Okay, so this is a suite file which we have created in our last video of TestNG. So I'm doing a right click on that and clicking on run TestNG suite. So if you see here, my first test case is opening a browser and closing it. Second test case, opening a browser, google.com, and close it. Okay. And it will do the same thing with third and fourth. So just wait for these test cases to get finished. So still running. So I hope this should be the last one. All right. So if you see here, it has run four test cases, right? Which says Y, Z, A, and B. And if you see here in my two classes, in the first class, if you see, all right, it is Z and Y. So that's mean by default, it is running alphabetically. So it is running Y and Z. And then when it went to the another class, and even though my methods are first, B and A, it is running A and B. Okay, so this is the way the test engine works by default, but we can change it, so it's not an issue. All right. So if you see here, these line of codes are getting repeated every time in every method, right? But it's not good if sometime we have to repeat the lines, so we can avoid that. So TestNG provides me one annotation which is called @before method. If you see here, okay. So there are many annotations given like before suit, after suit, and also @before method. And it says something like the annotated method will be run before each test method. So if I want to do something Every time I run my method, and just before that method, I can run the code which is given in at the rate before method. So let's try that. I'm just copying it from here, at the rate before method. And here, what I can do, I can give something like at the rate before method. Okay, so this is the way we normally give in every project. While you're working in a company, you will know that you have at the rate before method, and then I can give like public void. Let me call this as setup. Okay, so we have created one method which is public void setup. All right, and it's giving me an error at before the method, so I have to import it. So I will just click on import before method for TestNG. All right, so whatever we have done here, from here up to here, okay, and even the URL I can take. Whatever I have done here, I can paste inside this. I don't want to, put anything like this out here, so I will just put this out here because this is unique. This is not common, right? So if you see here, so everything which I have written here, I have written everything into the before method, which is setting the system properties and instantiating a driver, maximizing the window, and open the URL. Okay. And there is one more method which is after method, right? So here it is, at the rate after method. So I will copy this, and here also I will write public void, and let me call this end. All right. So let me import this first. All right. Now I can give this driver.close here. Okay. Now what you see, whatever I have written as my end lines, I have given into driver.close. So whenever any method run, it will first run this at the rate before method, and then it will run the method, and after that it will run this. Okay. And you will see that it is giving me some error. Let's see what error it is. So if you see the error, it says driver cannot be resolved. The reason is I'm giving driver.close here, but this method is not able to understand what driver means because my driver has been initialized into the setup program. Okay, so the my driver object is only visible up to from this block to this block. So what I will do for that, I will keep this outside. Okay, I will keep this inside the class WebDriver, and here I can just use driver. Okay. Let me just align it with other methods of my TestNG, and after method, driver.close, and at the rate test method. Okay, so now for B, the same program which we have written before, we have just divided into three methods, and they are coming under three different annotation, which is before method, after method, and our test method. And for other also, now I don't need anything else here. I can just remove it. See, my code has become so short now, correct? And here also in this class, I can just remove everything from here, and I can remove everything from here. Okay. All right. Now we will try to run it. So I will also show you that what is the other errors it gives once we change these kinds of methods and once we use these kinds of annotations. So we just have to make sure that what errors we are getting, and according to that we can debug that. So for now, if you'll see, my all the methods, I've reduced my codes, right? And everything is gone into the before method and the after method. All right, now let me try to run this suit again. Okay, so it's opening up the browser, google.com, inside method A, and again opening up the browser, google.com, inside method B. Okay, so let's see that what it's giving us. Okay, so if you see that only for the two methods my work correctly, but my y and z method, it has not opened my browser. Okay, and what is the reason is, let's see. Okay, so the one where I have given my before method, okay, it is only for a and b, right? Nothing is I have given for z and y. So I have give something here for z and y. So there are two ways that one, either I can do something at the suit level, or I can do something which I have done here. So what I can do for this also, I can do something like this. I will just copy paste it. Okay, for this class also. All right. So if you see here right now, what we are doing, we are trying to print we are trying to print the message inside the method, but we have not given the setup part and we are not given the close part. Those are within the at the rate before method and at the rate after method. So let's try to run it. Okay, I will run test suite. So TestNG, run as test suite. Now see. So it has opened the browser. Okay, close it. So open the browser and close it. So again, it has opened the browser and it will close it. Okay. So if you see here in the console, okay, so it is running every test case correctly. All right. So this is the way, see, my all four test cases has been passed, right? So this is the way through which we can use the at the rate before and at the rate after method. But as I've shown you in this page of testng.org, this is not only the annotations, because there are many other annotations which we can use as per our need. So we have given right now after at the rate after method and at the rate before method. But we can use other things also, like at the rate before suit. If I want to do something even before my suit start, I can give at the rate before suit, and just like that there is a after suit, and then there is a at the rate before test and at the rate after test. So there are many annotations given, and you can use the annotation on the basis of the requirement, on the basis of the need of your project. All right, so that's it for the annotation. In the next video we will see some more new stuff and some more new annotations and other things on the test ng. All right, thank you for watching.